In K-pop, flaws are forbidden sins. But when naked truth splits that porcelain mask and actually destroys the lie, it sends a seismic jolt through the entire scene. Blackpink's Rosé stands alone in this chaos. While 2025 was choked by noisy rookies, tacky PR tricks, and weak viral trends, she took a throne that paid-for stardom could never even dream to reach. Rosé snatched rank 8 in the 2025 Gallup Korea Poll for singers under 30, a stunning win that quietly yet brutally shook the foundations of the K-pop music world. No bot farms or petty fan battles fix this score. Gallup bears the raw pulse of the people, mainly a savage youth culture that is terrifyingly selective about exactly who receives their love. In a meat grinder, replacing idols daily, staying alive is war. Rosé's spot proves it trends wrought authenticity rules. Her voice, soft yet devastating, cuts right through an industry prizing visuals far above genuine emotion. She shows us that a beating heart can actually defeat the plastic machine. Under the glam lies heavy pressure. As enemies rise and rookies flood, the zone icons usually fade out. But not Rosé. She won't ghost. She holds her ground at a cruel crossroads ripped between the idol manual's strict laws and her starving hunger, to be honest. Holding this rank isn't just clout, it is a rebellion against obsolescence. To Gen Z, she is the legend who refuses to let the factory that made her chew her bones up and spit her out like trash. Wow. In a land where stars must hide, Hurts Rosé's bared soul is a quiet riot. That sheer candor is why the crowd chooses her even as the industry races ahead, leaving others to rot in the cold, unforgiving dust of the past. Yet this victory sparks a dark fear. How much blood must be spilled to stay real in a system minting billions off total control? To see what this rank truly masks and how it links to K-pop's covert battles, you must smash follow, subscribe, and keep your eyes locked on this channel. The real scandal is only starting to brew now. Rosé hitting this Gallup list is no accident. It reflects a secret tension deep in K-pop, a shadowy zone where longevity is quietly hated by the suits in charge. New groups debut, weekly moods shift faster than hearts can beat, and idols must be flawless cyborgs. In this poisonous air, staying relevant without paid promo is essentially a doomed fantasy to pursue for anybody craving a career that actually survives. Yet Rosé ascended quietly, proving the huge gulf between purchased hype and a connection that is deeply real. The industry fears the symbol, not the rank. Rosé is no longer just a piece of a supergroup. She stands alone, judged not by robotic choreography or chasing trends, but by how deeply her spirit touches fans starving for her naked authenticity to finally break through. She is exposed now. Solo glory offers freedom but invites attack. When an idol exits the pack's cover, every tiny flaw gets magnified massively by the vultures circling her head. Anxiety hits as aims shift. The question isn't if Rosé can sing, it is whether she can withstand the suffocating gravity alone. Her road from doll to auteur mirrors the silent battle every idol faces, choosing security or honesty. In a sport valuing obedience, truth is frequently a lethal snare that obliterates your tired spirit, totally sadly. As kids hail Rosé, the question darkens. Can a star remain vulnerable without being devoured whole by the smashing weight of what this planet demands from her every single day? Or is stardom the gate to a solitary hell where life means forever proving your worth beyond the brand's protective walls and big shadow? This tension lurks beneath the applause, setting the stage for deeper cuts in Blackpink, cracks dragging eyes off the music and onto a completely fresh and gory battlefield of destiny and exposed lies. While Rosé's buzz sparked survival debates, eyes shifted to another pressure point in Blackpink. Fame splits the load unevenly, and winning often breeds invisible fractures that break connections permanently and leave marks that never vanish into the blackness. As Rosé's name graced a list led by emotion, a strange fire lit up elsewhere, fed by insane rumors, ice silence, and sudden picks. This wasn't about music ranks, but about stepping over fatal red lines into that black abyss where good names go to perish lonely. A single picture was all it took. No manifesto, no alibis, no spun narrative, just a raw photo from behind the scenes that set the entire globe ablaze in mere seconds of time. Wow. In a realm built on curating every shot, the silence was gasoline. Fans filled the gaps and buzz turned to terror. What began as adoration warped into something far darker, a raw hunger for answers immediately. For idols, trying new lanes is pitched as growth, but reality is cruel. Leaping from tracks to film isn't fun, it is a trial. One stumble can redefine an entire existence forever. The stakes are lethal, mostly for one whose image was honed for years. The biz claps for nerve but rarely protects those who brave the flames totally. This moment exposed the dark underbelly of evolution. Growth demands proof, and proof costs blood. Training intensifies, gazes double, and privacy dissolves quickly. The mob screams, but the chokehold tightens. Victory is not an option now, it is the sole law. As buzz builds, so does the unspoken fear. When icons step into new arenas, are they chasing freedom or marching into a smaller cage? What seems like a golden ticket might truly be just another shackle disguised as evolution and success, meant to crush their spirits slowly. This saga isn't about clout, it is about surviving on the edge of savage expectations. As noise about this pivot grew, the agency used its favorite weapon, silence. No repairs, no solace, no PR spin. And in K-pop, hushed lips are never peaceful. They are a violent threat. It invites gossip, panic, and venom to fill the void. For idols venting into alien territory, that hush becomes a torture worse than any show. The public never waits patiently. It condemns before you even start moving. This is where the fantasy of opportunity cracks. While shifting lanes is marketed as freedom, the reality is stricter. The requirements are immediate and vicious and icy. No space to evolve, no forgiveness for mistakes. An idol cannot be a novice. They must arrive flawless, already masterful, already supreme. Anything less is branded a failure and a shame forever. Behind the gloss lies a cruel irony. The market craves evolution, but punishes defects. Every move becomes symbolic, representing not just the individual, but the dignity of every idol across the globe. One roll, one shot can ruin years of toil. In this arena, pressure doesn't creep, it crashes down suddenly like a nuke and ruins it all instantly. What crowds celebrate often masks profound isolation. Training turns manic behind closed doors. Physical burnout, emotional void, and constant scrutiny replace art and happiness, slaying the soul inside. The idol becomes both performer and proof, carrying the burden of expectations from stans, antis, and execs alike. Privacy dies, traded for relentless judging of life. Wow. Here, identity wavers. The artist must balance ambition with survival and authenticity with heavy chains. The fear isn't lack of talent, but whether they can endure eternal surveillance without breaking. The spotlight doesn't soften, it sharpens and slices deep. As crazes hit the roof, one fact is unavoidable. This step isn't just about glory. It is about soul, will, and the toll of breaking the rules the biz quietly builds. And once you cross those walls, there is no pledge of safety, only a sentence waiting there for you in the deep, cold void where no one can hear you scream for help or mercy. Now the story moves past excitement into a danger zone. Trophies, risks, and greed collide in a fleeting moment that can either rebuild a soul or quietly smash it to dust. For icons arriving here, retreat is impossible. Every move is analyzed, every pause dissected, every outcome inflated. What began as reverence morphs into a cruel test, one that very few are ever prepared to brave alone. The industry names this growth, but the truth is colder. Success isn't measured by effort now, but by results that satisfy a vicious mob. The margin for mistakes disappears into the void. Applause becomes unsure, trust becomes fragile, and public adoration can turn by sunrise. Behind the buzz waits a system ready to eject the moment momentum slows. Welcome to fame's seductive lethal snare. We desire icons who hunger for excess, who cross lines, yet honey, we ruin them the second their evolution reveals just one little imperfect crack. Society cheers growth only if it looks like a spell. Veil the hurt. Lock up feelings. Living as a human, that part gets severed right away. For the mob, this peak is sheer ecstasy. For talent, it is pure solitude. Rules crush the vibe. Bars take the place of unbridled soul. See, the hot rumor isn't regarding talent, but merely surviving it. How can a pulse last when each step needs sacrifice, bribes, and absolute surrender to the spotlight? Future clips won't merely spark a return or flip the script, they'll alter our view. They shall command exactly how icons are allowed to evolve. Exactly how deep they can cross boundaries, and how quick our passion flips to frigid, solid loathing. This instant is a bleak mirror proving the savage cost of ambition in a game fixed by elites. Yet, honey, the show's not ended. It is getting hot. The debris shall scorch far more than a single look, a crew, or an image. If you are craving to strip away the tears of hidden affairs, the quiet wars, and the filthy facts of this shiny realm, go ahead and hit that follow switch like this clip and drop your spiciest opinions down below now. Tell me quietly, is this revamp real freedom or merely a hotter type of jail cage? Stay tuned since the upcoming act may reveal more vice than the executives ever wished displayed.